inclusive, you know, and it speaks to an empowerment and breaks through class lines, then it's like, it says for me a lot about her, that she doesn't necessarily have to signify all of the African American community, but I'm not, I like the message.
Just want to squeeze in, if we can, a quick question from the audience. Would you like to say who you are and where you're from?
Marilyn Ching, and I'd like to ask you, how important do you think it is for people to document the stories about their grandmothers as well as storytelling?
Absolutely. Document, and tell. And in Porch Stories, there's a section where I encourage people to write down their stories. And I must tell you, to this day, I have no idea why my mother left me. I've heard that she was in jail or other kinds of stories, but there was a time when my family didn't tell stories about her in particular. And I do believe that there's ways in which I've been damaged. So all stories have value. All stories have a kind of truth. And to not have knowledge about your history and self hampers you for the future. I want to know everything, and grandmother did a good job on a lot of things, but the family conspired not to tell me very much about my mother. And still now, as a 62-year-old woman, I still have this wonder of why, what happened, why did she leave, that I not so much that I needed her to tell me to make me stronger, but I want to embrace her as a woman who is trying to define her own life and being I am, and understand the difficulties that she faced. I've gotten old enough to be wise about that.
Quick thought from you, Jessica.
Two quotes. Yes, of course, document, and then turn around and document the documentation. But along with that, I want to leave two thoughts. One is Stephen Morris, better known as Little Stevie Wonder. You better tell your story well, because if you lie, it will come to pass. Second quote, the Yoruba Odu, the lie shall become the truth. Tell your story well.
A final thought from both of you. Jewel, you mentioned that your husband is